Hi, I'm live. Hi, everybody. Or this doesn't feel right. Um, Hang on. Let me see if this is streaming on YouTube. Hi, everybody. My name is Michael from Team Epic Reads, and this is the May book haul. It's a big old May book haul. I have a list of 13 books here to talk to you all about. But hi, how's everyone doing? How is your May? We're almost in summer. The start of summer is technically June, but it's starting to feel like summer where I'm at least, which is nice to be in a new month, to be in a new season, and to have a whole list of books. And summer means you could potentially read outside, pending allergies or where you're at. But so I have books to add to your TBR today. Please feel free to comment in the comments on your thoughts and let me know. Okay, this is live on YouTube. I can actually focus on this now. Say hi in the comments. Let me know what you're reading. Let me know what your thoughts on the books, because we have quite a few to get through for you today. Let me just, without dropping them, try and bring these in front of the camera. Oh, let's not spoil it yet. I don't know if they can all fit in screen. This is fun. Okay. Bear with me. I'm not trying to cause a disaster. Okay, here we go. They barely fit in screen. This is everything we've got to go through today. So buckle in, get ready. Hi, thank you for joining for your first time. And everyone, thank you for joining not for your first time. Oh, the ring light's right in frame. That's embarrassing. Okay, yeah, a lot of books. So I hope you are ready to hear about a ton of books coming out in the month of May. To start, I'm excited about this one. I'm excited about them all. Let me fix the ring light though. Can you? Okay. I'm excited about them all, but this first book I have, I'm considering That was my dramatic fantasy music, and I regret doing it. Yes. We have Realmbreaker by Victoria Aveyard, the author of the Red Queen series. It is her new series. It's an epic fantasy, and it follows a girl named Coraine who just lives in this small town at the edge of the sea when an assassin and an immortal show up at her door for her to join their quest to save the world. So that's pretty fun and random, to just have pop in your front door randomly. And so let me read the crew that's trying to save the world from this man with poison in his heart and a sword in his hand. So there's a squire, an assassin, an old sorceress, and a pirate's daughter, and an immortal. So they're trying to save the realms, and that's pretty fun. And just epic, high stakes, fantasy, fantastic world building. Ooh, speaking of world building, I don't know if y'all like a map as much as I do. Did I go into Moira Rose voice just? But here we have a really, really epic map. So Realmbreaker. And then hold on. So contextually, everyone, prop sword for photos. Not a real sword, prop sword, couldn't cut anything, but let me just recreate. I got it. Yeah, okay. Did I do it? Should I be the cover book too? Okay, and anyone just tuning in, prop sword, not real. This probably couldn't cut an apple. So that's Realmbreaker. Love a map. Start of a series. Definitely check it out. People are excited for it. Yes, I am very excited as well. Okay, yes, and anyone who's just tuning in, wrong hand. Well, I mean, for me, it's reversed, so I couldn't tell, and I apologize, but thank you for letting me know. So yes, anyone just tuning in, hi, this is the May book haul. That sword was fake. And we've got 12 other books to go through today. So next up, we have Pumpkin from Julie Murphy to go in a very different and very adorable direction. And this is set in the Dumplinverse, which is 2 other books in the world that have been previously written. And it follows Waylon, who you can see depicted on the cover. He's going through a little bit of a rough patch. He was dumped, and he had plans for his future to get out of his small town in Texas and move to Austin with his sister, but her plans are veering off course. And so he auditions or films a tape to be on his favorite drag show, but that tape gets out and his school finds it and they sort of jokingly and terribly nominate him for prom queen. But he's like, no, 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 I'm going to show you guys, and embraces it and shows them what it means to sort of live your truest, most authentic life. And love that for him, love that for the book. And so here he is on the front, and then with the drag look on the back, which is, I think, so. Can I move it fast enough that it's like a cool? No, okay. And that is Pumpkin by Julie Murphy. You bet I could cut the apple if I swung hard enough. Probably true. Okay, staying in the cute and pinkish color zone for this next book, we have Me Cute Diary by Emery Lee. And so this is another cute contemporary novel about a boy named Noah who's got a diary or a forum of stories called Me Cute Diary. And you love when the title of the book lets you know what you're going to get. And if you want to see, like, look at all these like cute things. Both of these have very cute like front and back. It's like all these little things. So clearly Noah meets someone, but he's got all of these fake stories of trans people having meet cutes and happily ever afters. And it's then revealed that like they're just stories, they're not real. And so he goes on a quest to live them and make them true. And to do so, he starts fake dating this boy named Drew who's down. And then he realizes there's a difference between dating someone in person and dating someone in writing. And there's feelings and emotions, and just like, will he get a happily ever after? Will he have his fun meet cutes authentically? And it's just such a cute story about like living your own romance off script. And that is Me Cute Diary by Emery Lee. Okay. No more questions. On to the next book. I gotta say also, just like aesthetically, a lot of these covers, I don't know if it was planned, but a lot of these covers just like go together really well color-wise, and they're very like spring summery. So love that. Next up we have Where the Rhythm Takes You by Sarah Das. And this is a book about a girl named Raina who has felt a little down and out and stuck and like her life's not moving forward. 2 years ago, her mother passed away, and she's been helping run Plumeria, which is the family's sort of resort in her homeland of Tobago. And her dad feels like he's moving on. Life feels like it's moving on, but she's not. And a long time ago, or years ago, her first love crush sort of moved on to start a music career and like pursue his dreams. And so present day, he returns, but he's now like this Grammy-nominated artist who's part of this band and music group, and he seems a little different. He's got like a different lifestyle, different persona, but it's like it definitely spices things up and makes things interesting again for Raina, and see how it all plays out for her. And it is a Jane Austen Persuasion inspired story, so definitely check that out. Super fun, cute rom-com. Okay. This next one has a very relatable title. Is that foil? I don't know which one was the foil. I'm sorry. I got to keep up better with the comments. Okay. This next one has a very relatable title by Joya Goffrey. It's called Excuse Me While I Ugly Cry. We've all been there, so feeling it. And this follows a girl named Quinn who's very into journaling and lists and writing things down. And so she's always made sort of lists of things in her life, people she likes or wants to kiss, or things she's afraid of, which is important for this story because she finds her journal goes missing and is then blackmailed that if she doesn't do the 7 things she's like the most afraid to do, she fears the most, it will go public with all of the information in it. And she absolutely does not want that to happen. So she teams up with the person who last had access to her journal and tries to both balance having to face some of these fears with trying to figure out who's got it and get out of this blackmail. And it's a rom-com, coming of age, really fun story that you should definitely check out. Because again, we've not all been in that exact situation. I hope you haven't been blackmailed to do the things you fear the most in life because someone found your journal, but we've all felt that way. Okay. So switching things up now to, yes, wait, let me check questions. I don't think there are any new questions, but hi everybody, May book haul, any questions about books or such, that's what I'm here for. So next up we have from the well-renowned Rita Williams Garcia, A Sitting in St. James. And so this is a historical fiction book set in 1800s Louisiana on a plantation, and it follows a family and the land and just sort of the Gilbert family and the secrets in the family and what they've kept hidden and love and their life, as well as the land. And it also the slaves and the slavery and the horrors involved with that and the lives they've lived over these generations. And so it's a very profound and heavy tale, and it's definitely a big book from Rita Williams Garcia for you to check out. Okay, switching up directions entirely. Yes, historical fiction. A lot of rom-coms, fantasy, historical fiction is where we're at so far. There's a whole new direction mostly. We have Incredible Doom by Matthew Bogart and Jesse Holden. And this is a new direction because it's, no spoilers, a graphic novel. Let me open to a page that's like, the first page won't be spoilery. Bam, blue is my favorite color. So I definitely appreciate that it's the main color in the aesthetic. And this is a coming-of-age graphic novel that's kind of historical fiction in that it's set at the dawn of the age of the internet. And so, like, literally it reads, "Welcome to a new age, the age of the internet." And it follows these teenagers who have things they want to do in their lives and how the introduction of the internet sort of influences the path that they go on and what they end up doing. There's a girl who's got a manipulative stage magician father, and a boy who's trying to like leave his town. And there is unusual circumstances, some small crimes, some alliances, some first love, and it's just this really fun coming of age graphic novel set technically historically. So that is Incredible Doom, and I like how it's like, because it's the internet, it's like a little pixelated on the cover. Yes, new graphic novel. Oh, people excited for that. Incredible Doom. Okay, back into romance, rom-com-y territory. This is All Kinds of Other by James C. Zai. And it follows two boys, a trans boy and a cisgender boy, who go to this new school. And for their identities, they got a lot of attention at where they were previously. And so they just kind of want to lie under the radar until they meet each other. And it's like, sparks are flying. I don't know if you've been there, but it's just like there's a connection there. Until one of the boys, Jack, it's revealed was involved in this very popular transgender vlogging duo. And so it just puts the light back on them and the romance when they're just trying to like get to know each other and hide under the radar. And so it's this romance that's both like heavy and happy and sad and heartfelt. And just learning to love themselves and each other even in the face of adversity from people who just don't always understand. So another, and like you definitely get like the sad vibes and happy vibes from the cover. That's like he's standing and then that's his face in the puddle. So that is All Kinds of Other. Next one, okay. So this one is like a YA scandal, like the TV show, Kerry Washington Scandal. We have Not My Problem by Kira Smythe, the author of the Falling in Love montage. And so it's this funny, queer, just like, okay, so it's a story that follows a girl named Aideen who can't fix things in her own life. She doesn't have a perfect life herself, but through circumstances realizes she can help fix problems with other people's lives. And that like one day she runs into her nemesis, Maeve, and sees her like crying and having a breakdown because she's just got too much on her plate. And so Aideen thinks she can solve it and get some things off the girl's plate. And her solution is to push her down a flight of stairs. And she does it, and Maeve sprains her ankle and gets out of some of the things that were just weighing her down and too much for her. And so someone sees this goes down, though, and then goes to Aideen and tries to get her to solve other people's problems. And so it's this really funny story about problem solving, but like having to also face your own problems and solve them as well, with some cute themes. And you should definitely check it out. It's really funny. Okay. Next up, we have The Marvelous Mirza Girls. And this has very much Gilmore Girl vibes in the mother and daughter relationship and dialogue that happens. This follows a girl named Noreen, who she's Pakistani, but she goes to New Delhi when her mom gets a job, because she takes it as like an opportunity for like something fun, like a fresh start. And while there, it's like this culture shock of her having grown up in America, but just like experiencing a culture and people seeing her as someone who they'd assume knows the life and has been there, but it's like her experiencing everything for the first time. And there's also, it's like a fun romance as well. She meets a boy that's fun and dangerous, and there's everything from like Bollywood stars to ancient ruins to just a lot of fun coming of age experiences. Gilmore Girls vibes with the mother-daughter relationship. A really fun rom-com from Shiva Kareem. Okay, just a few more. Thank you if you have stayed till this point in the video. My tower is gonna fall. Just a few more books for us to get through. This next one is for all the book lovers out there, so I'm assuming everyone who's watching. This is really a book lover's book. This is called Last Chance Books. And so this follows Madeline Moore, whose family has a bookshop, like an indie older bookshop called Books and More. And so she's always wanted to graduate college and come back and help run the bookstore. And then across the street, a big chain bookstore moves in, and it's like hurting their business. And so she goes on a journey, not a journey, but her goal is to take down this competing bookstore that just opened up across the street. But then there's this guy who works at that bookstore who like should be the enemy, but she also finds herself attracted to. And I really love the line, after all, all's fair in love and book war, if that gives you a sense of what is going to happen in Last Chance Books by Kelsey Rodkey. Okay. And again, just like so much like pink and like light blues and aesthetically pleasing. I'll try and show all the covers, but just a few more. This tower is going to collapse. I have all the books that I've talked about. Okay. Next up, we have Lucy Clark Will Not Apologize by Margot Robb. And this is about a girl named Lucy Clark who will not apologize. That's all. I'm kidding. So Lucy has been sort of bullied at her school and she's done with it. And so she retaliates, but her retaliation kind of gets out of hand, and sort of as punishment, she's suspended and ends up going to New York City to help care for an elderly person named Edith. And so this experience isn't all what she thought it would be like when she meets Edith. She's very like hidden secrets, eccentric, funny, like entertaining, but Edith is also convinced someone is trying to kill her. And so it is now also Lucy Clark's job to figure out if that's true, and if someone's trying to kill her, is she in danger? So definitely a really fun story, New York City set. Lucy Clark Will Not Apologize. Okay. And then we have, stay there. And then we have Don't Breathe a Word by Jordan Taylor. So a little bit in present day, back in the historical fiction realm, for people who said they like historical fiction, this follows two timelines. First timeline, present day, follows Eva, who feels like she doesn't fit in really where she's at in New York City and at her school, and she just feels like she doesn't have a place where she belongs until she's invited to join a secret society. And she's like, yeah. And then in the induction and in getting in, she learns that they're sort of keeping secrets of the school and such. And then second timeline, that was first timeline. Second timeline, 1960s, follows a girl named Connie who volunteers to be one of 6 students to participate in this like nuclear fallout shelter program to get close to a guy. So she made her choice there. And the students who participate learn that there's more going on with this program than they were led to believe. And so 6 students go into this bunker and only 5 come out. And so it's this present day storyline of this girl who joins the society and this past storyline of this girl who went into this secret bunker program and how the stories intertwine together. And it's an intriguing, fun historical fiction present day story for you to check out and find out what happens, because I'm certainly curious. Okay, so I'm trying to stack all the books up for you guys to do one last run through of everything we got. I don't know if I should go in reverse or in the order that I went in originally. Yeah, no new questions. Okay, so let's just go through reverse. Don't Breathe a Word, mysterious historical fiction, present day, 2 storylines, secret society kind of book by Jordan Taylor. Then we had Lucy Clark Will Not Apologize, contemporary New York City, potentially mystery, potentially fun adventure. Lucy Clark Will Not Apologize by Margot Rao. Then we got Last Chance Books, literally bookstore romance. So I think that's all I got to say to sell you guys. These covers are all really, really adorable. The Marvelous Mirza Girls, rom-com set in New Delhi, deals with romance, grief, happiness, culture, connection, Bashiba Karim. Not My Problem, YA-ized Scandal by Kira Smythe. All kinds of other rom-com between 2 boys, happy, sad, heavy, heartfelt, by James C. Incredible Doom, got a graphic novel on the list. Dawn of the Internet, teen stories in their coming-of-age lives. Sitting in St. James, historical fiction from Rita Williams Garcia, set in 1800s Louisiana. Excuse Me While I Ugly Cry, very relatable title. Girl gets her secret journal taken and is blackmailed to do the things that she is most afraid of to get it back. Otherwise, it'll go public. And again, very relatable title. I have to stop saying that. I don't ugly cry that often, I swear. Where the Rhythm Takes You, a rom-com family story set in Tobago, where a girl's first love returns as a famous kind of musician. Meet Cute Diary, boy goes on journey to prove that these stories he's written about trans people having happily ever afters and meet cute moments are authentic after it's revealed all the stories he's written were sort of made up, and experiencing how it's different to fall for someone in real life than it is on the page. And again, really cute front and back, just like the boys doing fun stuff. Pumpkin, Julie Murphy, set in the Dumpling verse, follows a boy who shows his school what it means to live happily and authentically as yourself, and like front and then in drag on the back. So I'm trying to like make it like a flip book. Okay. And then last and most fantasy epic is Realmbreaker by Victoria Aveyard. New epic fantasy series where a girl gets recruited by an assassin and an immortal to save the world. Okay. That is everything for this month's book haul. Thank you so much for tuning in. I don't believe I've missed any questions. So I appreciate you all watching. Anyone who's watching in the future, hey from the past. Have a great rest of your day, and there will be more books in June. Bye, everybody. End stream. I'm still going. Okay. Bye, officially.